and keeping that long-term vision for my life really at the forefront of my attention. I think that for a lot of us, we like have this idea kind of like pie in the sky about what we want our life to be, but we don't do enough work to really clarify that vision for ourselves. And because we don't clarify it, it becomes hard to see like what steps and like what actions we need to take to actually make it a reality. And the way I make it a reality for myself and in my mind is that I really focus on how it's going to feel to get to that lifestyle that I want. I want to be able to work from home like 100% of the time. I want to be able to travel around the country, seeing all my family and friends who are like really dispersed. I want my job to be the limiting factor in terms of like really spending that time with the people that I love. So as I'm like working every day on my own time, as I'm like setting out my goals and like tasks for the day, what drives me when I'm like most tired, like after a 14-hour day, you know, including commute from the hospital, is that vision, that long-term vision of, you know, if I can stay consistent every day, if I can keep like showing up on social media every day, if I can keep the women who are seeking out my help like in the forefront of my mind every day, I know I'll get to that vision, because there's no way I can't if I keep it up long enough. If I just outwork my disbelief and my limiting ideas, if I can outwork them, I can succeed. And I think that's what I really use to like push me and to like remind myself, like, just do it, just keep going.
Right, right. That is amazing. And how did you start to kind of develop that sense of really believing in yourself? Like, so it comes from, setting out your vision, but do you do anything on like a daily basis to make sure that you have the right mindset and that you're not letting things discourage you?
Oh my gosh, yes. And I just wanted to say, because I see my uncle's watching, thank you, Uncle. If you guys are watching live, type live in the comments, show Nika some love.
Comment below.
Let us know that you're here. But yeah, so on a daily basis, I watch people like you. I watch videos. I watch people who are sharing inspiring messages, and I do a lot of like personal development. So this past week I started 2 books. I really like to use Audible. I have a really long commute, like to and from work. So I listen to Audible on my drives. And right now I'm listening to this book called Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant
Mm,
Cardone. And
right.
I really like his message. Have you ever read any of his books?
I know who he is. I follow what he does, but I haven't read his books now.
He's a really great speaker. He has a lovely
Hmm.
audible voice because he reads all his books.